Okay, so, hey everyone. Welcome to the 19th weekly roundup. This is the time of the week where it is a gaming free day, meaning I just talk. It's basically a visual podcast, a regular ass video, I suppose. And today we just find stuff to talk about channel updates, reviews of past streams, and other stuff. Hey, I'm Mimi, welcome to the stream. There you are. Okay. I was kind of worried that the chat wouldn't work on the screen, but okay. That's good. So, anyway. You have got to be kidding me. OBS is telling me that it has like 1 bar for the signal. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is like one of my low power days. What do you mean 1 bar? Whatever. Anyway, so today we're just going to look through the previous streams, review them, share some stuff in the background, maybe some channel updates, and we're gonna talk about the future a little afterwards. So here we go. Let me get this out of the way. Boop. I have way too many blips on my source screen. Way too many. So anyway, we always start chronologically, meaning I go from the Monday stream to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And on Monday, I played the very awesome Queen's Domain demo. Very awesome. Hey. So talk about this game for a little bit.
Oh, look at this area.
It is... Oh, wait. I should turn that down. Fish. Anyway. Turn myself off.
Look,
or like a little bit. Like a little bit. Anyway.
There.
Now talk about this game for a little bit. It is an indie game that is obviously inspired by Kingsfield Games, a line of games developed by FromSoft from before they started with the whole Souls thing. This was it. This was OG Souls. It's, as you see, first person. It features RPG elements such as leveling up, fighting creatures with like melee weapons mainly. No magic so far, but I'm not sure. But this is just a demo. It values exploration, and I think that's probably one of my favorite parts about the game, is it really does value and reward you for finding like really weird spots or secret hunting.
You can finally try out small parts of the game hands-on. Let's see what our cats have to say about it.
Let me see.
Chicken and give me treats.
Yeah, we'll just go here. So, anyway. I do know that this game was featured in some other more popular channels, and I know that. But I found this
well, I see the temples.
I found this on the internet per chance. It was just like one of those things where I was just doom scrolling and hey, there it was. And so I'm like, I had to try it because I like these kind of games. I have a whole playthrough of Shadow Tower Abyss, and that was before I even did this whole streaming thing.
Alright.
I actively do enjoy those games. I played the first Shadow Tower. I've tried playing Kingsfield 4?
The other side.
It was on the PS2.
How we're doing?
I've tried playing it. My emulator just effing assed out and I never tried again after that.
Go to the cave.
After that.
Seems obvious, so I'm going this way.
But this is pretty much the gist of it.
Open. And
Not to trying to like draw strong parallels to the thing, although I kind of feel like when you're so inspired by a thing, you kind of can't help it, you know? But anyway, the game is super enjoyable. I really liked it. I liked wandering around.
So I guess we're going this way then.
The creatures are they're funny. You got like this little
Go up here.
I don't know, you got this creature that's also a ladybug. It tries to eat you. There's this thing.
It does
It looks like something you would find in Morrowind.
just kite it.
Honestly, I'm kind of a sucker for like this kind of look.
Oh no.
I'm really into this.
Oh, this is bad chat.
Now, I gotta say that after I went down to stream, I played the game on my own for a bit, and I kind of wish that I did more exploration when I streamed it.
Get up.
Really, because the game, this demo, is actually way bigger than you'd think it is. Like, going from the start of the demo to the end of the demo is really short,
You can't attack me.
but if you looked around and thanks for the community, they actually found this thing called sword jump, sword skip, something like that.
Okay.
What it consists of
Can't attack
is that, as you've seen, if you have the sword
direction.
and you push the alternate attack button, they do like a thrust and they move forward. Well, apparently at some points while they're moving forward and you jump, you gain more length on your jump. You gain more reach, so you can pass huge gaps that you otherwise couldn't. I imagine the reason that being so was you're supposed to get the magic sword very early.
Oh, you know what? Hang on.
So that's why I imagine why these are even there. So you would circle back and, explore. But thanks to this, I was able to explore way more of the island, and there's a ton of stuff. A ton of stuff. There's these pickups that they're like these big food items. I found a big roasted turkey, steamed clams,
I don't care what it
and like 2 other things, and they increase like your health, your attack, and stuff like that. I found multiple weapons. Like there's this one that it's like a mace, but the head of the mace is a pot. And if you use it enough, the pot breaks and it gives you like this little charm. The charm itself doesn't do anything. I assume it's only meant to sell, but I still got the thing, so I mean, there's that. I found out what the stone ducky did. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, right.
So you guys can have some
with that.
clarity as to what I'm talking about. Yeah, fighting the boss. Big skeleton. Big spoopy. I'm really bad at messing with, like, YouTube's kind of thing. But anyways, once you defeat this boss, it drops this item. It's a stone rubber ducky. There you go. Now, what you were supposed to do with this was that you were supposed to circle back to like the save point, and it would teleport you to a store. Like there's a shop in the game, and it would teleport you there, and you can get all kinds of things: extra daggers, new weapons, accessories to increase like your defense or your attack. So there was a lot more going on than what I actually looked at.
The slumber.
We'll just go here
A hammer.
so I can continue talking.
Too bad I can't just kick it.
Yeah. Like one of the other weapons that I got, because you can select these things over in like some of the more harder to reach places, you know, where you're not supposed to go. There's like these little lizards, these frill lizards, and they have these bags, and they run away from you. If you manage to kill one, it'll drop the thing, and you can sell it to the duck store merchant, and they'll give you coins in exchange. I did that enough because you can farm them. If you just kill one, go back to the stone, the save point, rest, because resting brings back all the monsters around you. Then you can go and kill it again. You can just keep doing this. And I got this melee weapon that is like, if you can imagine like a big ninja star, but it's on a stick. That's kind of what I got. And the thing is strong as heck. Hey, Green, welcome to the stream. And that's what I got. It has slash and bash damage. The first weapon attack, it slashes with like the edge. It's really slow, but super powerful.
And we're gonna
The other attack is that your character switches it to its side, and you can bash with it.
at least. So
I think that's neat.
the Shadow Tower sort of comparison kind of ends.
I've also read that oh no, I found some other stuff too. I found a weird embryo egg thing. Apparently some other gamers of the community has found like multiple of them, although I can only find the one. I found a magical torch that has like these blue flames, and it has the special attack where your character will like swing it, and it generates like this big bouncing fireball. It burns enemies too. It's quite good. It's supposed to be a key item. You're supposed to take it to like these spots in the game so you can light like these torches. I found one. I watched a video of some other gamer and he found a second one. No way I'm making that kind of jump though. Because what he did was that there was a spot that you could reach. It's next to a mausoleum. It's very high up.
Could be quite formidable.
Very high up on the map.
Yeah,
and it's next to a mausoleum. He sort of did the sword skip, and then he switched to the club and did the alternate attack. Now the club does like this hop. Now when you do it in midair, it gives you a bit more like reach, a bit. So they sort of timed it, and you can find a second torch. Now the goal was to find 3, but the third one is inaccessible, like completely.
Second one,
completely inaccessible. I found items too that they didn't have any sort of description. It just said like lizard trinket dev name, you know, that kind of thing.
I got like a sliver of health.
To speak about the gameplay, I actually, like I said, I like this kind of thing. I really do. Getting used to charging up your attacks was kind of new. To me, again, I've never fully played a Kingsfield game, so I'm not even sure if that's a thing. It wasn't in Shadow Tower, so, But I think, I saw some other comments about this game too, but, you know, specifically about the combat. And I just don't think they get it, because they dislike the game simply because of the way it played.
Go back to the save point.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? This is great.
For it.
Okay, so it's not Ninja Gaiden 4.
But we're like,
okay.
At a brisk.
But so what? Not all the games have to be high octane action games, you know? I think some people just don't like to think. I know that's kind of mean to say, but like honestly, that's what I think it is. But anyway, what impresses me about this game the most about its combat is that more of a mechanical sense. It's more that every enemy has different resistances. They're weak to a certain amount of attack, and they're completely resistant to a certain other attack. What makes this game interesting is that your variety of weapon choice actually does matter.
We got our
It does matter. Like to talk about like how I was talking about Digimon Story Time Stranger, where again I felt like in that game
there's a quick hit.
Elemental resistances and weaknesses mattered very little, and what mattered more was more about like type against type. Oh, by the way, you can get up there. I've been up there. There's a lot of bugs, and there's this big statue that has a bug. You can't interact with it though, but it's up there. You can get up there.
I'm curious.
Let me see.
No. I was curious.
And like, and in that game, that's kind of like,
Larger.
you know, where I'm like, that kind of sucks because it doesn't give you the chance to like, okay, so your Digimon has bad typing against the enemy Digimon. So I would assume using elemental resistances would kind of tip the scales a little, and it really doesn't. It really don't. I mean, of course, if your mons are like max level, you know, and they're striking over 9,000
Yeah, that doesn't.
over and over again, it doesn't matter. That's not what I'm talking about. But in games like this one in particular, it does matter.
Them too.
Like that bug is actually resistant to like
Attack.
stabs, I think,
So much
pierce.
better.
So it's actually better to slash them. And it does work. It really does work.
Alright, so one of those laser eyes.
Later in the game, you find like these throwing knives. Let me see if I can find it so I can actually talk more about it.
Direction.
Here we go. So, yeah, you use this to take out the eyes.
To come up.
And I like the progression. I really do. It's very old-timey.
Nice.
Where to search an area more safely, you would need like an item or something like that, and this kind of comes up for that. This being so close to where you get the key so you can get to the flying sword, being very close together, I can tell was super intentional.
Only weak to slash.
There's also a mechanic where if you use a weapon enough times, now your weapons gain experience. They gain experience by just hitting things, not necessarily killing the thing, just hitting. At least in my experience, it has been. And some weapons change. Now, I haven't done it yet. But like I said, if you level up the pot mace enough, the pot breaks. Apparently,
Kind of like that.
the sword that you see on the screen, it's supposed to like
The enemy
transform
pattern.
like around level 20. I just didn't want to sit there and
Just me.
kill an enemy up until it
What weapon
did
would
20.
you use?
I just didn't want to do that. Especially since like so soon you get the flying sword, and from watching the trailer, it is a weapon and not just a navigational tool. So I mean, I'd rather just use that.
Range, man. Alright. So there's that thing. That thing gave
Unless, of course, there was like some special things about the leveled up sword.
to bash it.
But who knows? Other things I found were, let me see, a lot of secret spots. I found a chakram. Now, if you don't know what a chakram is, I'll give a short summary. A chakram is a throwing weapon from India. Basically, if you could think like a frisbee, but it's sharp. That's kind of what you're thinking of. Well, I wouldn't say a frisbee, it's like a ring. It's a sharp ring. And you throw it. It has no points.
Much.
It's just completely circular, and the outer edge is sharp.
I think stabbing.
And there's one of those in this game. It's one of those boomerang type weapons where you throw it and it comes back to you. You can use it to like, you throw at an enemy and it'll go through them. And if you stay in the chakram's path, it'll come back from behind the enemy. Now, with the game's idea of using weapons also as navigational tools, I wonder if there's going to be certain enemies that you have to hit from behind.
And hard shells and
Or something like that, you know?
rumor has it that a long-lost cult of warriors raised these creatures and lived symbiotically with them.
I like this bestiary. By the way, I found number 7.
Here,
I found number 7. There's these fish in the beginning of the game, and you have to use like your throwing weapon to hit them.
that is normal.
The game is great, really. I'm super looking forward to this. Like super duper looking forward to this. Really, I'm not just excited for like, you know, just killing monsters or finding cool weapons. Yeah, that's nice too, but this game really opens up when you're in it to like explore, and it rewards you for that. That feels good when you're rewarded for something that you normally don't do in a game. It also has like secret walls, and I kid you not, yeah, I spent like 10 minutes running up to walls and clicking the interact button. Although the 2 secret walls I did find were obvious because they had like skeletons that were like pointing at it. It's like, hey dummy, that wall, you can push it.
What you got?
And that's kind of like that. Yeah,
Bonehead.
I found 2.
All right.
I'm sure there's more, but I found 2.
Life charm.
But honestly, in the I guess the games Red is hyped for,
What the?
Queen's Domain, absolutely. What I was kind of sad about though is that
It carries a faint sweet smell.
when you beat the boss and you get to the sword, the demo
What's
ends.
this about?
I kind of hoped I could use the sword to fly around
Oh no.
and explore a bit before like just being locked out of like the next area. That would have been neat. But you know what? I totally get it.
Sword at least.
I totally get it.
Oh, this looks great.
Because you don't want the player doing like too much. You know?
Oh, look at that. You could fly.
Especially since it's like a demo. But for like with the sword being such an important implementation, I would assume that why not? But oh well. I'm not the dev. Obviously they know what they're doing. You know, they got a lot of people excited about it, so I'm not gonna question it.
Big hammer. You know how I like hammers.
That looks so fun. Alright. So moving on to the next game, we had continued our playthrough of Digimon Story Time Stranger. And this one we did the whole going to a hot world and then a cold world, that kind of thing.
Grace.
Honestly, I'm okay saying that it was
Titans.
pretty unremarkable.
You better hurry. You know what? Actually,
It was really straightforward.
We never-
Although I do like that Digimon. I keep forgetting what it's called. That's cool. Now I kind of regret not taking Buddy down the Geo Greymon line. But you know, oh well, we're gonna stick to it.
Can't be.
I didn't see that.
And you know what? Talking about that, there should be like other gamers warning new gamers who play this game that it's imperative to get the side quests done when you can.
I'm so ready for this, our treat.
Or you're gonna be like me and you're gonna be locked out of megas for like
These little
the
guys-
end stretch.
What is up with that?
That's what I feel like because I had like these two side quests I never did because I skipped them. I decided I just didn't want to do them. I was too busy just trying to, get the stream going. But now I'm like, damn, now I kind of wish I did. Because yesterday when I played it, I had like 5 points left to get to Agent level 7. Level 7 is when you unlock megas.
guys.
And that sucked.
So strong.
Because I've been waiting for it.
Digimon is like doing insane.
Now, hopefully, I'll get another side quest in time before I beat the game. But honestly, it just looks like I'm just playing with the ultimate forms.
Destruction Attachment 2. Okay. That's like an accessory.
I have like those two side quests I never did, just looking at me every time I open the menu. To talk a bit of strategy here, the Digimon I have set up
Elevator is
doesn't
look like
one, they're just cool. Two,
Okay, no big.
they kind of round each other off. Celine, my Cressamon, is actually pretty well rounded. The issue being is that since Buddy is so strong, the Metal Greymon, that usually does like the damage.
Oh my.
So I got like a little short mix, you know? I got the damage, I got the healer, and I have like the mage. And it's been working out like this whole game.
Wow.
Team composition is important.
And chip 2. Oh, it's another one of those. Hang on, I know what to give it to.
Of course, something in this game kind of tells me that you really could have just played with any Digimon in any order and you would have been fine. That's what it's telling me.
Or I can go up here.
I'm going to be good.
Path available.
I'm going to be a good fox, and today I am not going to talk about the story. Not touching it. Nope. Because I think I've complained about it way too often, and it's sort of killing the image of the game for me, so I'm going to try and talk about the good parts about it.
Oh my.
Great.
Well, for one, there's a big variety of Digimon. So many, in fact, I don't know them all. And I'm sure I've explained before, but to summarize, I've actually had a huge dry spot for Digimon, and I don't know what I'm looking at most of the time.
If we go to Chill Cosmic, we might be able to...
Like, the last time I interacted with Digimon was like Season 3.
Okay.
Tamers,
Backtrack.
and that was it. That was it. And then I played Hacker's Memory. Not when it was new. It was actually maybe 2 years ago. And there wasn't a lot more to offer. Yeah, there were more Digimon than I'm like, oh, I never seen that before. But the game was ultimately disappointing because it kind of like just killed the fantasy of what I thought Digimon was.
Oh my.
And then this game came out and it has like this huge roster. And I think it's neat. I like the exploration.
Do it.
Digimon, Pokemon, or what have you.
Here I go.
They have like this sense of discovery. Especially Pokemon, you know, you gotta catch them all.
Here I go.
That's the whole thing. So having a video game where you go and you explore a world and you find new creatures and stuff, yeah. You can bring that into Digimon. That's how I'm like.
Lunatic dance.
Anyways, so outside of the ridiculous roster,
Lunatic dance.
the 6 I have are doing pretty damn good.
We got a revival capsule.
And I really do like, I really am enjoying the game more in this last final stretch than I did in the beginning of the game.
Known bug.
Again, not touching the elephant in the room,
Man, you know, they kind of made a...
just ignoring the story.
Here I go. Lunatic dance.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Just one-shot him.
Oh my.
The game does take some things from Hacker's Memory, and the good parts about it, and really dials it up. The models for the Digimon themselves are really neat.
Oh my.
Very, you know, stylish, and they're kind of, you know, they're just made well. Especially at the resolution I'm playing with on this game, which is like low resolution, and they still look good. I kind of don't like the way Digivolution works. Now, I know it just carryover from like every game before this,
Here I go.
but I kind of preferred like if they had like strict Digivolution lines. I get why, I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, I kind of wish that, you know, Renamon would just turn into Cubimon, and just turn into Taomon, and just turn into Sakuyamon, and so forth.
There somehow. Doesn't seem like this...
But you can literally take a Renamon and turn it into something else entirely. Like, you could turn it into a Greymon or something, and you're like, what?
If there's any...
How does that even make sense?
Because you gotta do that kind of thing in JRPGs. You gotta explore all the dead ends. Yeah, I see the treasure box.
Anyway,
Do it. Ready to load.
this, like I said, this day's stream was pretty unremarkable.
Dance.
I can admit that. The boss fight, though, did surprise me because fighting Apollomon was kind of easy, but then I got to Dianamon, and the difficulty just jumped for no reason.
She's actually way stronger than Apollo.
Like, I almost lost. I almost lost this one.
Thanks.
I did.
Yeah, see, I had like 2 left. Because she killed the other ones.
I was just not used to it.
Like, I definitely was not expecting this boss to be as hard as it was, and I don't know. I guess it's sort of like a thematic thing that Apollo won the fight for us.
Man.
I guess that's kind of thematic, because I was, you know, we're here to help him do the thing, and, you know, he does the thing, so, that's my excuse.
Leave it to me! Famous flow!
I hope the NPCs can get her. Because
That's cool. So, moving on to Wednesday's game, we played Beyond Good and Evil. So, I have a specific, I have a new notion, for the game now. I have a new notion for the game.
Oh, no.
Don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean I hate the game or anything, or that I dislike it. It's just now I'm kind of enjoying it less.
Fourth.
Really, because here's the thing.
I guess we weren't fast enough or something.
The game is part like Collectathon, right? I feel like at its heart, that's what it is. Collectathons are a genre of games where you play and, well, you know, you collect stuff. You're collecting coins, you're collecting rocks, you're collecting cogs, what have you. Doesn't matter, you're collecting them. The thing with those games versus Beyond Good and Evil
I'll just.
is that, yes, there are games and were games that you had to have a certain amount of a thing before progressing.
Not doing me anything. Oh my.
Now, that's where this game draws the line for me. I did not assume that not collecting all the pearls would restrict me from moving on with the game.
So there's a guy way up there.
Maybe I'm exaggerating it a bit because I thought about it after I ended the stream.
Same problem I
And like, maybe I'm exaggerating a little, but still,
It locks
that's,
my camera.
you know,
Like, I can't move it sometimes, and it sucks.
So I kind of put myself in a position in this game where I have to do side stuff now. And for me, in my experience playing video games for like hell since ever, there was always like that thing where you didn't have to complete the game before beating it. You could always just do like the extra stuff afterwards. Or maybe like they'll have like a save game where it's like before you beat the final boss and you know you're like, okay, so I'm gonna go run around. I'm gonna go fuck around. You know, then you do it.
I think I can see, like...
But here it gave me the idea. I'm like, no, it kind of like just hard locked me. It's like if you don't get all the things, you can't continue the game. Now, a bit of a prediction. I wonder, the reason for that being is maybe the game ends really soon. Maybe this game is actually way shorter than I thought it was. I could be wrong about that. I could be completely wrong, and the game is actually really long. But usually, I'm used to the idea of when a game is like, before moving on, make sure you did everything you wanted to do before going, because this is like the point of no return.
That's what it looks like to me.
This game didn't do that. It's straight up just like, no, you are going to go do the other things.
Come on, turn. Alright, slip by.
I'm still contesting whether or not to
Where are we going?
do it off camera or do it the next time I stream the game. Because here's what I'm balancing out. I know a good amount of like YouTube viewers or like people who watch like gamers, some of that. Y'all like to watch us suffer. Don't worry, I do too. It's funny. It's funny. It's good content. Especially when, like, the uploader becomes, like, very annoying, you know? It's supposed to be entertaining. The thing is that I'm just not that kind of entertainer. I'm not an entertainer at all. You know?
So I gotta get that, huh?
And that's just not for me. So I don't think... Like, I'm kind of leaning on just doing it in the background. And then next time I stream it, it's like, hey, I got enough, you know, pearls to do all the things. Because you're really just gonna watch me struggle with some of the mini games or just repeat them.
Oh, that's screwed up.
Because there's like 2 more of those racing ones. Like, there's the races, there's the one where you chase the guy. I think there's 2 of those. There's probably more of these sneaking missions.
Alert! Alert!
And there's like that table game. That's like air hockey, but it's not. And like, I don't know. Like, I'll consider what to do about it. But from the way I see it, I kind of don't want to do that. Of course, I'm always open for suggestions, you know. If, you know, people want to watch me do that stuff, then fine. I'll do it. But as of, you know, I'm thinking, nah. Nah, I don't want to.
Okay, so alternative plan.
Narratively, it's giving me some weird signals. Like, there's this point here where the bad guy just finds us. Now, you could always, I might be just overthinking. You know, I'm prone to do so. Because I'm always like, how did he know she was there? And the only logic I come to it is that the governor, mayor, official lady that's supposed to be with the rebels must also be aligned with the Alpha Legion. And just acting like as like an agent to like sort of like weed them out.
They'll lead us to an even
I could be completely wrong about that. But it's just kind of what it's giving. That's kind of what it's giving me.
Oh god, the stuttering.
Like, the game is in for a good betrayal. I know that sounds messed up, but there are certain like story notes that after seeing like a good number of them, you can kind of see them coming. Maybe I'm wrong, and
Team about that.
maybe the game is just strict. It's just
I guess
smooth sailing from here. You go to the moon, rescue Paige, beat the bad guy, the end. Maybe that's it. I do like the game though.
yeah, governor.
It is now I feel like the side stuff is more of a chore rather than like something I would do on the off time. Especially now that I'm streaming it, I kind of just want to get the story done. You know?
That's suspicious.
Let me see. Oh yeah, there was the whole boot thing. I didn't realize there was 2
Already.
there was 2 computers to put it on there. So I was trying all sorts of combinations. Using the disc launcher is a pain in the ass. Really, because you have to go into like the first person mode. You know, normally where you take the pictures. And you have to hit, for me, right mouse click. The game's aiming is not very intuitive. And you can't move when you're in, I guess I can call it camera mode. You can't move. You can sort of shimmy a little, but that's it. Let me see what else I can look at. These races are... I keep calling it a race. A chase. These chases, they're okay for like the first couple times. But considering that I'm going to look into doing them like maybe like, I don't know, a few more times, kind of, I don't know.
That's what we gotta do around corners.
I don't know. I just feel like the hard requirement kind of killed the game a little. It's still a great game. I can see why, you know, it's a cult classic. I can see why there's like this sequel in the works that's in development hell. I can see. But at the same time, I'm like, I kind of wish someone would have told me. Because then I probably would have done the extra stuff as I was going through the story and not wanting to wait to do it later. Alright, so how do I get... Oh, it just lets me out. Because, like, look, you play like Ratchet and Clank or something like that, that's not a thing.
Huh. Alright, so.
You know? You don't need all the gold screws to complete the game. You don't need all the gold screws to, like, continue on to another planet. You don't need it. It's literally go here, complete an objective, blow shit up, move on. If you do need an item, you have to buy it. And getting, like, the nuts and bolts for, like, as the currency is really easy. So it's not that bad. I don't know, I'm just looking into doing like a lot of like this or a lot of the chases. Honestly, I'm going to be shocked if I missed animals, because I'm pretty sure I've been pretty damn diligent about taking pictures of the animals. This was a game before achievements.
I hear it. It's my keyboard.
And so there's not really like a blip where you can go and be like, oh yeah, I got them all. You kind of just have to assume. Or maybe you just can't take pictures anymore. I don't know. The hard turn on, turn off thing, it still sucks.
To be going is the
It's literally the only game that does this. It's quite annoying. Because if something goes wrong, I can't fix it until I turn the game off.
game for everyone. This is my first time through, so I have absolutely
And address the issue.
no idea of what I'm getting into.
But honestly, I do suggest the game. I do suggest the Beyond Good and Evil. It's good.
That I'm gonna have to take more pictures of animals because I
Maybe not get... Don't do what I did and grab yourself like the original. Go get the 20th set.
So
The 20th anniversary edition. It has like all the bits and bobs and stuff. Definitely grab that one instead.
because the second stable.
And yesterday was actually really fun. It was actually really fun. And
Digivolve.
even for like it being Digimon, because like I said, being in these late game sections, I feel like it's a little better.
It's going to be awesome, and I hope I do it today.
But just having that plan
Quest, look.
and have it work out so well was so funny. So to elaborate on what what I did before
Gonna be
starting
punch through that.
Digimon Story Time Stranger was that the day before,
I think
like after I got through Beyond Good and Evil, you know, I waited like a couple hours and turned this on because I got this insane idea. One of my mons, an Astamon I named Alucard.
My thanks.
He has Attack Reflect, Magic Reflect. And I thought it would be funny if I could give those moves to the rest of my team. So what I did is that I already had a Great Grizzlemon in the reserves. And so what the game does is that you can revert a Digimon's form to a prior version of itself.
that thing's only.
And then you can re-Digivolve it, and at a certain level, it'll relearn that skill. Like Great Grizzlemon, it learns Magic Reflect at like level 3 or something like that. And so what I did was that I Digivolved into Great Grizzlemon, got the skill, reverted to Grizzlymon, did it again, and I would get another one. I just kept doing that. The other one at this time, luckily, I was able to do it, was that Attack Reflect you can get off of Vademon. You've probably seen it. It's like that alien dude that acted as a shopkeeper earlier in the game. Yeah, you can get it as a, I don't want to say playable, but yeah, as a party member. And that one, at level 30, learns Attack Reflect.
Dance.
And I did the same thing. It took longer, though. And I'm doing no damn... Don't tell me I'm... But it was just so... It was so funny when I landed it. That'd be lame as hell.
My thanks.
I basically beat this Keyblade Master guy with that the entire time. Guys. Like, the game's AI just kept doing the same stuff up until like the final fight. With this guy, at least. Here it goes.
I'll smite you! The key!
Oh, yeah.
How much damage he did to himself.
And I just kept doing that.
So great.
You got like a buttload of experience off him. It's kind of a shame that he doesn't just keep coming.
He's gonna do it again.
Like I don't know, Nemesis or something like that, where he just keeps reviving himself. You kind of have to run into him.
We got him, Jat. Hell
The rest of the stream was kind of like, okay. I like the jailbreak kind of thing. That's fun.
Nope.
Reuniting with like our old enemies is very Digimon-esque. Very for kids coded, you know. Like, oh, we were enemies, but now we can band together, be friends, and fight the bigger guy,
More so.
and save the world. I'm down with that.
Whatever.
Wow!
HP attachment of 3. Nothing in here. Anything?
The story is kind. Nope.
Why is Hurtgate still?
I said I wasn't gonna do that.
Look how big you
We're
were.
going to ignore that.
Punch the damn thing.
Well, you've been running all over the place, but as you can see, the cell is still locked up tight.
The area of this place, I know it's Namco Bandai, so maybe it's kind of like low-hanging fruit. But it reminds me of some of the later areas in Code Vein. Code Vein being Namco Bandai's, idea of a Souls-like.
Good choice.
Now Namco Bandai have also published the Dark Souls games, so there's that. But it's not like the same developmental team, so of course FromSoft did that. But looking at the back on like the architecture, if you go and look up like later gameplay of Code Vein, you kind of see this sort of thing. If it's not industrial, it's like this weird fake holy kind of thing. Like,
You know what?
for some reason this weird swirly pattern, this everything gilded in gold, and
How strong you two.
this weird partial cyber
Better not.
thing is somehow like gaming's equivalent to what an ecclesiastical architecture would look like.
Sounds like a lot has happened while I've been locked up in here.
That's just my take on it.
I last saw you too. Wow, how long has it been, I wonder?
The boss fight was pretty straightforward. I feel it's kind of weird. This boss was actually easier than Dianamon,
So here's the plan.
and I don't get that.
Hoping
There's some weird jumps going on,
when she's done,
and it kind of makes me scared for the next time I play the game. So
I can just put up
how hard is the next line of bosses gonna be?
What kind of attack?
Notably, if the final boss is going to have multiple forms, it's just gaming tradition.
gonna bet my
Every like RPG
now we're going.
has a boss with multiple forms.
We're
It's,
gonna bother breaking
you know,
apart at all.
I'm down with that. But I wonder like how bad is the spike gonna be, because Dianamon was quite the spike. Junimon was meh.
Bob as much damage as possible.
That was it. It was just meh. I know I'm talking about this a lot, but I think this is like the funniest thing. I'm going to do this the next time I play it. Like from now on, that's what I'm doing.
That's so crazy.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could just take out the last boss like that. Do I have to do anything? I kind of wish I thought about this earlier.
Her health bar just shrank.
I feel like at this point, I know, I said I wasn't going to, but let me get this out. Whoops.
Idiot happy.
You.
No, let me destroy him.
I
Let me get this out.
So much strategy now.
I feel like the game is skirting the idea that all of this is Aegemon's fault. It's Aegeomon and Inori. It's their fault. And it's skirting around it. It just straight up won't say it.
dark resentment.
It's the morons' fault. They're the reason all this is happening.
Desire for death.
What do you mean?
Chronomon.
Also, the,
Time.
you know, sort of things like our protagonist doesn't exist.
Fear.
It's not a real person kind of thing. Kind of stupid.
Choose was self-destruction.
Moving on. It's dumb.
That is why Chronomon left an egg that would eventually take his
Dumb, unnecessary, and I don't know. Was I supposed to feel something?
born.
Was I supposed to be like Pinocchio? Like, I want to be a real boy. Was that what I was supposed to do?
Why are you looking at me?
Whatever. So hopefully next time I play this,
This
it'll be the end of the game.
begin
And now here's the thing that I want to talk about.
to the eventual
As I've been saying,
you humans as well.
when I beat this game,
Everything is part of the ritual.
I'm going on a break.
Come the keeper of time.
Maybe a week or two.
Great powers
But I'm gonna go on a break.
it becomes distorted.
And I know I'll be stopping in the middle of the Beyond Good and Evil playthrough.
Time and space.
But I want to stick to my guns on this, and that's where we're going.
Seal upon himself.
During the meantime, though, I will be working on the stream. I want to,
To meet you. His reincarnation.
because I don't want to say that. I want to, like, spruce up my design a little bit.
The Titan
Maybe I won't, because I'm kind of attached to the way I look.
seems to be controlling
But maybe just spruce it up just a little bit.
invading the human.
And I want to do a different format
Stop this!
for streaming. The format I have in mind is I kind of want to do what I did for my Septerra Core day. Let me go find it really quick. Yeah, I can do this. Hey, it's me, Red the Gray Fox. This is going in the middle.
Exit.
Like this kind of thing.
is here. And
I might do this. The thing is that I have to find a new background for this kind of thing. Raise the height of the chat
Maya.
because I have it where it cuts off like around here. So I don't get like a really long wall of you know, of messages,
Down south.
comments. But if it's in a way where it's like this, I can just have it go on forever, and that's fine because it's going nowhere.
The workshop.
You know, it's going into the abyss. So I think that's fine.
Grub's still mad at Mayor for misusing the work bots.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna have the games formatted in a way where it's like this. Maybe smaller if I can get like another section for here and have the game screen on like this sort of thing. So I can have like, as you see above my head, the available now thing on the screen. Like maybe over here. Maybe when Super Thanks is a thing for me, I can probably put like the names of those people here or something like that, you know?
He built.
That's just the idea I'm coming up with.
Your weapon
The thing is that, wait, I'm gonna go back to it. Is that I have to find different details. I have to find like a generic one. Because this is Septerra Core's background. This is literally this. But stretched. Vertically. And that's how I got away with that. No magic or anything like that. It's literally like a game asset. So I'm figuring that I want to do something like this, but more in general. I just don't know what I'm gonna go with. I could just have it like it's dark, like it's black. But that'd be kind of boring. You know, that'd be boring. So during the time that I'm on break, that's probably what I'm going to try and work on. Also, like some other things that I want to work on and decide too.
With Shota Kuroi piloting, it appears to be headed for
Maybe finally find some music to play during like the starting and ending screens, or like in today's, like in today with some of the designs.
something like that.
Like I have this habit, I know I do, that I want to think about what I'm going to say, so I kind of just stop talking. And that's like a big no for the big time streamers. I know that's like a no, but just the way my brain works, you know. So I kind of want to find like some sort of like music that doesn't
What are you talking
strike the the YouTuber copyright thingamajig. Because every time I've done it, I went to places that said that they didn't do it.
character?
Like YouTube would be totally okay with these.
Always
I even got some from like the YouTube free, the free place, you know. And I still got striked. So I don't understand what's the big deal.
anime. You're seriously missing out.
Now I've been going without music for so long, I might not even do it.
And his child, the protagonist, goes looking for him. That's the
That's not really necessary, I guess.
talk about
I don't know.
the anime for.
I'm just trying to do what I've seen like other streamers do.
Series means so much to me. It's the reason I became a scientist to begin with.
But you know, I guess I'll just continue doing my own thing.
Wrong. You don't look so good.
Now, when I do come back, I want to have a big list of games that I want to play on the channel. I have a big list, and hopefully, during that time, some of the games I'm looking forward to would be out.
Humans,
Like,
human, and structural data.
Queen's Domain would definitely be like one of those games if it came out in that time.
Kugo was an
It probably won't,
dog. Not a shred of pride in that one, I'm afraid.
which is fine. I'm not trying to be pushy or anything like that.
Anyone to control
But, you know, I do want to play it.
it too.
It would be really cool to have on the channel, and for me, because I enjoy that kind of thing.
The
In the meantime,
was installed.
since it's supposed to be like Kingsfield, maybe I'll play a Kingsfield game on here.
A clash of forces.
Of course, that means I have to re-download an emulator, and I don't want to do that. I would rather have,
And you and
like,
Pokemon shall meet,
I don't know, just the game that I can just play.
but offerings to bring this about.
I want to come back also with,
Then Chrono doesn't care if it's Digimon or he.
trying to finish Beyond Good and Evil.
Destruction ad nauseum. All for purpose.
I think Ledgerbound comes out in that time, and maybe I can start playing that.
I will try to connect the gate to somewhere near the
Ledgerbound is going to get awkward.
Let me know.
If you look at all the videos they have, it's going to be awkward really quick. I feel like they took like the worst parts of Baldur's Gate 3 and made that the advertising ploy. Okay, so we got not knocking on the game or anything. The game is good. I like strategy games. And finally, dude, it's just that with the way they're advertising it is like, you're making this awkward. I gotta be so I might not even play it on. I might not even play it on here. No, we can't. Let me see. I want to come back also with one of my favorite games of all time, No More Heroes. I have this Elgato capture card, and I just haven't used it. And I want to start putting it to use. So playing No More Heroes and streaming off of my Wii is definitely what I aim to do. No More Heroes is gonna be a fun playthrough, especially because then you'll get to see it on like its natural hardware, mostly because the Wii didn't come with an HDMI. It came with the AV cables, so you're not necessarily going to get like the raw fuzz, but it's pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. So I'm definitely gonna play that. And I'll try and find some other ones that might pop up here and there. Okay, so that's gonna be it for I am considering Brock the Investigator. Brought the Investigator is one of those games though that it seems a bit more mature than what it seems. I'm not even gonna talk, but I don't think it'll be so bad where it'll take away from it. It's a point and click and a brawler.
Like this whole cycle that
Definitely, you know, it fixes the problem with like point and clicks was like if you try and watch a playthrough of the complete game without like editing or anything like that.
so weird.
There's like spots where I'm not gonna know what to do, where to go, so I'm just walking in circles. And you know, beating the crap out of things kind of fills in that void, so it's perfect. So I'm gonna be coming in with that. Either way, my plan, and I am gonna continue the weekly roundup. I'm gonna be sure once kind of thing processed. Speaking of the weekly roundup, in that moment, this is the 19th. She deleted hers. The next one is number 20. The reflect strategy. One word. I can't. That's fucking awesome. Number 2.
We are really.
I want to do something special.
This is the end game, chat.
I just haven't figured what. Because YouTube's policies are
We're
super fickle.
talk about that tomorrow. We're gonna talk.
And also at the same time,
Yeah, you know what's coming.
anyway, I can't really conjure up any interesting topics of conversation to bring up. I might do a tier list. I might. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about doing a tier list on here.
Gray Fox. I stream
I'm also thinking
Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
I'm also thinking, I just don't know. I don't know what to do. One major thought I have is that maybe the 20th being the last one I do for like a week or two, maybe I'll do a thing where I do a channel review. Maybe I'll probably come out with like how the channel is doing. We'll look at like the more popular videos, like the short and the stream that I've done while I'm streaming, because I have videos on my channel from before I streamed. Before I started streaming. So that might be a thing I could do. Let me see. I'm really out of topics, honestly. No, that's it. I'm just gonna stop this awkward silence that I'm doing, and I'm just gonna end it. I'm just gonna end this really quickly. So I do want to make number 20 big, and we're gonna do that. I just haven't figured out what to do, but we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. So, anyways, that's the weekly roundup. Funnily, it ended that way. That's the weekly roundup. Number 19. And I hope to see everyone on Monday, where it might be the last day I play I'm sorry. I'm thinking about something else. Digimon Story Time Stranger. So, I'm gonna get my send off, and then we'll just end the day. So, here it goes. Hey, I'm Red, the Gray Fox. I stream here on YouTube Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content that I put out. Strike the notification bell so you'll be notified when I start a new stream, upload a new short, or a video. Which I do want to do more often. But seeing like how my experiment with the Subterra Core stream didn't really do what I was hoping it would do, I might not. Of course, I ask that everyone watching today or in the future to check out my book, The Eye of Destiny. I did it all myself. Every word handwritten and printed. You can get yourself. I did the artwork too. on the cover, both sides. You can get yourself an ebook or a print-on-demand physical book down in the description below. It would help me out. And what I'll get will probably go back into the channel. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Everyone that came by, stuck around, participated in the stream. Everyone that came by, stuck around, and lurked, I see you too. And everyone that came by, stuck their head in, dipped their toes in the water, decided it was too hot, and left. Saturday and Sunday, I do not do anything. So I will be seeing everyone on Monday. And of course, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for weekly roundup number 20. So I hope you all have a good night, or a good morning, wherever you are.